Welcome back to EGFC. We got a great matchup for you guys coming in hot to end off the day. It's University of Hawaii versus Utah Valley University. As always, I'm Anmec, and right now I'm joined by a new face, Zohan. How you doing?
I'm good. It's been a while since I've casted some EGFH, but I not EGFH, EGFC. But I'm excited nonetheless. It is Counter-Strike 2. Definitely my first cast within Counter-Strike 2, but it is a game I've been playing a lot of. It's a game I've been enjoying quite a bit. And today it's kind of the game of greens as we see Utah and Hawaii play against each other.
Yeah, we got a little bit of turquoise for Hawaii, a little bit of a forest green for Utah, and then we got a little bit of some interesting maps, definitely different from what we saw last series. Vertigo to start it out, and then to end off the series, we're going to be going towards Inferno.
Indeed. And it is going to be just quite an interesting match as I think the players are already oh nope, they are still warming up. So it's gonna be interesting. I think it's Vertigo, Inferno, very classic maps. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. I think Inferno, obviously, iconic. I think everyone knows the call of banana by now. Hopefully.
Yeah,
If you
definitely.
don't know
And
what
I
banana
mean,
is, come on.
right, like, do you even Counter Strike if you don't know Inferno Banana? And it's just a great map to end the night on, too. Talking about side selection, we got the University of Hawaii on CT to start out Vertigo. And then we have the Utah Valley University, excuse me, going CT for Inferno. So, kind of more standard side selections for both teams. And it'll be interesting to see how they start out with their strategies going into this first game.
Definitely, and it's kind of interesting, especially compare this. We started on Ancient, we ended on Mirage is excuse
It's
my
another classic.
phone. Mirage is still a classic indeed, but Vertigo and Inferno. I mean, how many series of professional Counter Strike have we seen on these two maps? I mean, I think every series I watch, it's Inferno, it's Vertigo at some point in a series, especially if it's a best of three. And
Yeah,
so I
no, very
just yeah,
classic maps.
very classic.
For
And
sure. And I mean, with Vertigo, that A ramp control is so important. I'm really looking forward and I'm very excited to see how these two teams battle for that ramp control and especially even mid control too. With all the changes that have happened to Vertigo over the last few years, the map and the timings have all been very impacted. So these teams, especially with this update to CS2, have got to be on their A game going into the start of this map.
I think we are definitely ready to be seeing some fun, interesting things as we, I think, are enter that knife round. And unfortunately, our viewers aren't going to be able to see this, but the T side, every single one of them jumped off the map.
All right. Well, we got to see at least the tail end of that last T side player going for it. And now going into the pistol, both teams kind of deciding, getting everything all set up. And we do see now some armor for the CTs. It's going to be University of Hawaii trying to start off strong and hold down the fort. They're not needing a kit.
What's especially interesting though is I really want to point this out. Not a single bit of util on either side.
Yeah, all armor all the way across.
This
So
is really weird for such a weird, like a normal looking map.
yeah, any headshots are going to be absolutely detrimental to both teams. You can see already lots of action happening on the B ramp. Zanlix is going to trade out, and it is going to be Utah Valley getting plenty of opening frags. Snipe going to get one, but it is still man disadvantage for Hawaii.
Yeah, and I mean, what an interesting first round. It's just, it is how many people can shoot each other as fast as they quickly can. Possibly can, excuse me. But
Yeah,
especially, I think,
absolutely.
with the bomb planted, and especially with that, it's a 1v3, and yeah, there it is. And Utah Valley instantly, I think, showing that their shields are better than Hawaii's.
Yeah, especially Zanlix's shields. He got 4 kills that first round, and he's looking to just go with a hot start into this map. Picklehead gonna upgrade straight into an AK. Very confident that him and his team are gonna win this bonus round. Meanwhile, we do see the Mag 7 coming out of Jack. So if he can get a cheeky frag or two, then he's gonna be helping out equalizing. But other than that, it's just a full save for Hawaii.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it has to be. There's just, oh, Are we about to see a triple stack? Okay, we
Kind of looks like they thought about it.
Yeah, they're going to be rotating, which I think might. Oh, well, actually, Utah Valley, I think realizing this perfectly and perfectly well read, are going to be just instantly going towards the opposite side. But, ooh, Jack Mike getting 2.
Yeah, so it is going to be University of Hawaii. Even with the inferior weaponry, they are able to get a few frags. Plant is going to go down for Utah, and it is Shands just waiting in the wings of CT, ready to go and headshotting Laren. So now even numbers and University of Hawaii kind of on the back foot. I think, yeah, they're going for this, but Jack with the XM doing a lot of work. I don't think it's going to be enough. Long angles to go, Molly and nades and just a whole bunch of stuff flying their direction. Not a lot of time on the clock. Peeking out Heaven is going to get punished, and I think that's going to be curtains for Hawaii's retake.
It is, but I do want to highlight the fact that Fenipe, just someone
that guy
on this team. That guy. Fen1P. Fenipe. We're gonna eventually figure out how to say their name.
Yeah, we'll say it. You'll get it, right? Like, there's only one Fenipe,
Fenipe,
you'll get it.
But they did pick up that AK. So yeah, you lose the round. You still got 2 on what should have been a very easy buy round, and actually you lost the best weapon on your attacking side. Yes, you're gonna win that round, but this definitely puts Hawaii in a better spot.
Yeah, and we see Elite Neat. He's still got a great name, but also still stuck on that PP Bison. So definitely a little bit of awkward situation for him when he's going up against M4s and AKs. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays around having a weapon that's not the greatest. Don't know if that jump was heard, but it is Utah Valley playing it slow to start off this round.
And I think definitely the way you want to be doing it. Yeah, because I mean, look at that. They're just going to be blind peeking without any information. You got a couple shots off, but just great util usage by the side of Hawaii. And also mistakes at the same time. We're seeing a frag bounce up on their own teammate. They do basically give up A though, which I think is a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, bomb is going to go down. That wall of smokes is deadly. It's Utah Valley. They're going to now reposition around the site. University of Hawaii, it's got the man advantage on the retake, and they're looking to make use of it. You can see a boost coming out from the 2 players. Peak going straight into it, and it is going to be Bullseye getting that shot. But Shands and Picklehead have something to say, and it is going to be Shands mowing down Hawaii, getting 3 on the board for his team.
Yeah, I take what I said earlier about how bad it was that they gave up sight, and I'm gonna just go double down on that. They didn't need to give up ramp there. They had such a great pick, on the kind of B link area, and now they just gave up. They gave up every bit of space that they had. They gave up sight, and then it became a retake, which, yeah, they had numbers, but they weren't going to be able to do anything from it. And now look at the buy they're going to have to do.
Yeah. Deagles and Jack's trusty Mag 7. It did a lot when he bought it for the first time, but okay, Fnipe getting that first frag.
Fenipe.
Still, though, not able to pick up the AK, so Utah with the weapon advantage.
Definitely. And so now they're going to be, if they're able to pick up that AK, that could be very useful. Ooh, but losing a lot of your presence on site, going instantly down, Ghosty getting a 2K, and their bomb is going to be going. Fenipe. Oh, I'm looking at Fenipe here.
Yeah, Fenipe. He's trying his best, but Xanlix is there with the headshot. Bullseye trying to pick up more frags, gets traded out. Now it's all up to Jack. Mag 7 still in hand. Just going to save it, actually, on the other side of the map. And that's another round on the board for Utah Valley.
Yeah, and I mean, surely it has to be. And I think Jack could even kind of loop around, get that AK on ramp if they so choose to, but not even going that way, which, yeah, the 4th round for Utah Valley. This is starting to become a dominant lead for them. Hawaii has to, I stand
all right, that was
they
good.
Don't need to go get the ramp one. They can just take someone else out for it. So, but yeah, this has to be the stop. This is where Hawaii has to put a stop to it. And yeah, even a tactical timeout coming. which is just, I mean, I think it's needed. It surely has to be needed as we're going into this tactical timeout.
Yeah, I agree. I think taking a pause, especially when you're down a lot of rounds, is very important to equalize, maybe ice out the other team, and especially when you have a bye, talk strategy, talk shop. I honestly didn't realize that the teams could pause because we didn't see it at all last series, even when I think it was RIT was on that 10 win streak tear. There was no pause taken, so I'm glad to see that Hawaii is not scared to just take 60 seconds to get some water, get just catch their breath, and really make sure that they're well prepared to strategize going into their next buy round.
I agree. It has to be, I mean, the absolutely very critical factor, especially as we start to enter this round. We're going to be seeing an op on Felipe, the greatest player in the history of Counter-Strike, of course. Sorry.
No, this is great.
I love
I think we
Felipe.
should just keep trying to make up new ways to pronounce his name because it's just very fun stuff. Spray through the smoke. 2 players get spotted out. It is going to be Ghost getting Jack in the scaffolding position. But Mike, not afraid to re-peek, finds the second frag of the round and keeps man advantage for Hawaii. Plenty of trades coming out. Zanlix gets another 2v2 across the board. Hawaii scrambling to get back to the A site.
Scrambling to get back to the A site, and Utah playing so unbelievably cautiously. Actually, kind of the opposite of that round earlier, where Utah just ran onto that site, took it instantly, and now look at this. Sure, a smoke goes down, but they have to keep pushing. Look how far back Zanlix is. Yeah, sure, you have a couple seconds, but look how much more space that Hawaii has to work with.
Right. You can see Picklehead trying to make space for his team. Will actually find Bullseye. Knows the second player is towards Elevator. Plant is going to go down. Zanlix in the smoke. And Picklehead, he's just not afraid at all. Taking more space, but Fnipe is ready for him. Not quite. And Picklehead wins the round for Utah. Keeps that streak going.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of a sad shot there by Felipe. I really don't understand. I guess some of the plays here by Hawaii, especially, their rotates are like 90% of the way there. I think they had so much space. They had so much ability to play around that smoke. They didn't do that double smoke that we saw on the third conversion round, I think, from Utah. And then they just didn't capitalize on it. They stayed in the same spot. And look, they're going to get this great shot, but are they going to be able to convert this into a round?
Yeah, no, you're right. Shans is going to get the trade across the map onto Mike, and it looks like that conversion is just struggling right now. Headshot, Jack will find one with the rifle. It is Elite Neat in a 1v2, getting peeked from both sides. Finally, Laren will get that frag. Another player towards short. Laren, under pressure, picks up the AK. Looking to re-peek maybe, just throwing out some warning shots. And Utah, they're in the tough spot with Hawaii on their save, actually. Playing really well around these smokes and around this util that Utah is just throwing out.
And what a great snipe by Fnipe in getting another one off. Picklehead. Do I have to say Picklehead off? Oh, and there Felipe does go down, unfortunately.
Yeah, you got to say the full name, right? His God-given name is Picklehead Ah, so got to go through the full thing. Unfortunately, Picklehead Ah.
Yeah, Picklehead does go down. I mean, but you know, we have, is it Mike or is it Mikey or is it Mikey? You know,
it's like Mikey. You know, like you got to really yell it because it's in all caps.
Mikey. Anyway, this is welcome to a wonderful round of EGFC Season 5. Everyone, make sure to follow official EGF on Twitter.
Just having a good time here. It is finally University of Hawaii getting their first round on the board, and they're able to reinvest as well with their full money saved up. Shans going aggressive onto Laren and really testing these B-side players and whether they can hold.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much. This is starting to become just a random craze of Utah. I honestly don't even know at this point if there's a whim or a wary about it. It just... I honestly thought Xanax was a CT player for half a second, just because of how crazy this site take is. The bomb does go down, but it's within a disadvantage. Never mind, take that back. Picklehead with 2. Mikey gets 2 as well.
Right, Mikey popping off. making sure that that retake comes through for his team, finding more than one frag, which is exactly what was needed in that situation. Utah kept it close. The utility once again raining down onto the site, but all of that util was gone by the time the retake came in.
Yeah, I mean, as we kind of mentioned before, there was none of those smokes really looked like lineups to me. It looked like they were just tossing them, both sides too. I'm not gonna be getting critical of Hawaii there. Utah did look like they were kind of throwing some util out there as well. I mean, it worked for Hawaii in this case, because I mean, an absolute ball out performance by Mikey, and ooh, look at this. Is it going to be doing anything?
Yeah.
No, they're just trying to play too aggressively.
Right, you can see Shans with that Tech 9, just trying to go aggressive, trying to peek in front of the Molly, gonna get punished for it. Picklehead off, gonna get 1, gonna get 2, but Bullseye is gonna clean up that eco, and it is gonna be 3 on the board for Hawaii.
And you know who has the op?
Oh, there we go. Finupe, once again, with his signature weapon. I mean, like, he's been playing well with it, right? 4 and 6 is not telling the full story. He's had some great shots and really contributed to his team slowly crawling back in this first half. So I'm excited to see where he ends up posting up this round.
Yeah, I think he should be. All right, so it does look like he is going towards ramp. So he's going to be holding on to that ramp control. And this is, I think, where Hawaii are starting to understand where their best advantages are. Play with that Utah, play the off angles, and look at this. Every time Utah Valley tries to play slow, they go slower, they lose.
Yeah, totally. You can see 2 Utah Valley players were punished for looking for that opening pick. And because they didn't play around utility, because they didn't, just execute a site and overwhelm their opponents, they get punished for it. Bullseye ready to go in the E-box, gets 2 frags, finally gets taken down. Picklehead off, looking for another. Can he do it? Gets a second, actually. Full blind now. 1v3. He's going to have to get an ace to win this round for his team. And it's just looking very unlikely. Jack hunting for him and finally takes him down. Hawaii on the board 4 in a row, bringing it back home.
Yeah. And I mean, just as we kind of talked about before, it was Utah, I think, they had that momentum. They had the ability to go, all right, this is what we need to do. We need to execute a site. We need to push, and we need to move forward. But now we've seen, after that tactical timeout, Hawaii understanding, I think, the key factors to every one of these rounds is, let's hold angles. Let's use that util to our advantage. And Utah just not being able to work around it.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you pointed out that timeout, because that's where this all started, right? Hawaii just needed a little bit of a mental reset. They needed some time to figure out their opponents, and figure them out they did. You can see Piccoletta with the hero AK going into this 10th round of the game. He's really struggling to get going, and I just don't know, without any utility, whether his team's going to be able to set him up properly.
Indeed, but I will say, in kind of a positive for Utah Valley, I think they're starting to understand these off angles. Okay, Mikey does lose out there for 1, but yeah, look at that. Now they're starting to check for it. They're starting to check for these off angles. Is it going to work for Bullseye, though?
Yeah, Zanlex is trying to get that AK. Does recover the gun. So that's another rifle for Utah Valley to play with. And once again, it's just these singular Utah Valley players looking for those like very cheap entry picks, right? No util, no teammates to support them. They're just trying to get the frags, and they're getting punished for it. Jack with the headshot, playing really well around it, but Picklehead off will get Fnipe, finds a second, popping off, and his team is there with him now, planting the bomb. It is going to be Ghost finding Bullseye, and now it's all up to Laren. I don't know if he has enough in the tank to get this round.
Maybe. I mean, this is one of those rounds where I think saving that op could be a very, very good play. But it looks like they're going in the wrong direction. Oh, and they missed that critical shot. And that has to surely not... That's going to be a little too much, but Picklehead all goes down.
Oh, wait.
2 go down.
Oh my god, Laren, he gets it. Does he have a kit? Yes, he does. A 3 versus 1. It is going to be Laren keeping Hawaii's streak alive. An amazing play from him.
I really wish it was Felipe doing it, because, obviously you watch ESL, right? We
Yes.
all know.
Yeah.
And we all, of course, know who Simple is. And the reason I wanted to get into casting was around that Simple was playing on Dust 2, and he gets like 4 with an op, and you know the
Right.
casters go one in his name, 1 in the game, and you know who has 1 in his name?
It's Fanupe.
It is Finwape.
Yeah, in one pay. That's him right there in the name. You know, he could have popped off, but it was his teammate this time to make it happen. Shans finds our star guy, Fanupe, unfortunately, just taken out through the smoke. A really cheeky angle on the play. Jack is going to get the trade out and is going to get a second on the Zanlix. Repositions now. Lots of diligence coming out of this player. Bullseye in mid. Will he find the frag on Elite Neat? Yes, he will. Jack with the third on the repeak. And now it's just Picklehead on. The star player of Utah finds Jack. Can he find the second player? Mike there holding the angle. It's going to be an easy cleanup, and it's going to be 6 for Hawaii.
Yeah, and I mean, what an incredible turnaround. We're going to be going from what seemed to just be a Utah dominance to what is for sure a tight half, which, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think 6-6 is still positive for Utah. This can be pretty CT favored, I think, with the proper util usage.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, good job for Utah Valley. Incredible comeback though for Hawaii.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hawaii, very diligent in their play. Utah Valley's not the end of the world. It would be nice for them to tie up this first half. If not, just to get some momentum on their side to make sure that they remember how to win rounds. They make it close. 5 players in A ramp. They will punish Jack for walking forward. I don't know if Jack saw all of them, but now the call's been made. Bullseye is going to run through to ladder, and the execute is coming out for Utah.
Ooh, I think Ghosty hearing those calls from Bullseye and doesn't even look and is going to be going down. Felipe getting 1, so it is an op and an M4 against the 4 players of the side of Utah. Are they going to be able to do anything? And this is what I mean. Look at how much util they're just throwing.
I know, they're just absolutely sending all this utility. You can see Felipe unfortunately does go down through the smoke. It is going to be Laren walking through, and so that is Utah Valley just coming out and tying up 6-6. Very well played from them, and it's definitely, you know, an interesting match so far going to this first half. Second half now, it is Utah Valley on CT. Vertigo known as a CT-sided map. So I think, you know, they have plenty of opportunities to bring it back, but we saw with 5 in a row coming out from Utah in the first half, Hawaii could also run away with this map. We'll see now, looking at the buy, full armor for Hawaii. Meanwhile, there is at least a 5-7 in nade from Utah Valley. Picklehead 18-8. Really amazing game for him, just even in the first half of the map. Looking to pop off and really just make a name for himself in this pistol round. You can see Felipe and co. find the Elite Neat. Sandlex will trade out 1. A-site now being pushed by Jack. Can they get the frag? It's just a little awkward, really, but nobody goes down. Bomb is planted. No kits for the side of Utah Valley. So if they're going to retake, they got to push fast. They got to push hard. Bullseye, ready to go on ramp on an off angle. Just so hard to hit that tiny little pixel of head. Ghost gets 1. Sandlix gets another. Bullseye will find Picklehead and a second, actually. Flanked now. Ghost trying to play with his team and will finally get that last headshot. Has enough time on the clock. It is going to be Utah Valley with a strong start to the second half. It's going to be interesting to see what the buy is. Hawaii, they did get the bomb plant down, so wouldn't be out of this world to go for a force. Bullseye does have enough for AK armor if he so chooses. You can see that Mike playing around, decides to get the Galil, and I think the call is going to be to just go for it. Go for a full force. Felipe with the MAC-10 decides to buy a few nades for his team, and I think it's going to be some sort of rush with this weaponry. You're going to try to overwhelm Utah Valley. Meanwhile, Utah Valley, 2 MP9s, 2 XMs, and an M4. Got plenty of firepower on their side. It's actually kind of a slower start. Hawaii position towards B with 1 lurker on the A ramp as well. Go C and co. Just waiting, right? Trying to play around this utility. Finally spotted out Bullseye with that AK. Will find his first headshot of the round. And very patient play towards ramp. The scaffolding player is going to peek potentially. Maybe thinks better of it. I think he actually got spotted. Yeah, he's just gonna have to back up thanks to that molly. Elite Neat in position for a big spray down. Can't quite get it, but Xanlix is there. Mikey trading out. A big flash from Utah Valley, but no frags going over. Lots of damage, but no kills. That's a big miss. The bomb is going to go down. Bullseye is going to get the headshot. The nade did come out, but it's a 1v1, 1v2, excuse me. Ghosty, there are little health bars on his opponent's side, but I don't know if he has enough time.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, especially with, oh, well, he does have a kit. So that could be critical, but ooh, just missing that spray transfer. And it's going to be a tight game. I mean, this is going the distance from what I think we both thought was a Utah sided first half start, I think is kind of the way to say it.
Yeah, strong start, but then Hawaii just needed to warm up a little bit to get back into it. And the dividends are paying off from that pause, right? 7-7, they win their force buy after losing the pistol. And now the economy of Utah is just totally broke. It's all pistols.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen worse. I mean, we've seen some incredible things just even today, what people can do with pistols. Obviously, you know, just being on those USPs, it's gonna be a little rough and a little tough. But look at this Picklehead getting the first shot of the round. It is actually advantage towards Utah at the moment. Ooh, Jack just barely able to get out of there, but then goes down immediately. What?
Yeah, Elite Neat finding that frag as Jack tries to retreat back to the safety of his team. Mikey will get one, but still, man advantage to Utah Valley. The bomb does go down on the B site. They're all running over to try to get this retake started. You can see, yeah, running through CT, 3 players. Will they be ready for the Hawaii defense? Picklehead he's actually going deep to clear out mid, but unfortunately, even though he had the right idea, doesn't have the firepower to do it. Felipe, Bullseye, Mike are all locking it down. Ghosty will get a big shot onto Bullseye, but it is Mikey to clean it up, and it is going to be 8, as it should be, based on the economy for Hawaii.
I mean, for the economy, and also, you know, for the fact that they did pick this map. So this, like, and I think that's kind of an interesting thing of the fact that they went 0-5, they had that timeout, and now they're in the lead. Granted, it's by 1. This is definitely a round that they have to do well, or else it's going to be tight again, and you know that economy is not going to be looking too hot. Bullseye dropping the bomb, running upstairs. Ooh, oh, and a nice smoke. See, this is what I like from Utah. Now they're using Utah on defense.
Right, yeah, and they're much more kind of consistent with their utility and how they place it, right? They put a lot of time into the lineup. They understand exactly what it's going to smoke. There's no questions about it. Unfortunately for Utah, firepower is a little tricky. A couple SMGs, 1 shotgun for Picklehead 20 frags to his name. Maybe I shouldn't doubt it, but when you're facing up against 5 AKs, it's definitely a little daunting. And meanwhile, University of Hawaii, they're all kind of pushing in towards that A ramp.
Yeah, it definitely. And I think, ooh, and I think they understand this. Look at this. Oh, but Bullseye going down and not even going to pick up that AK. Okay, that is a choice that they are going to be making. They're going to be going for that fast. I think maybe that fast retake, and it works out. Snazzy gets 2, and Elite Nest gets another, and it's a 4v2.
Yeah, you can see now Elite Neat rotating around, flanking the last 2 remaining Hawaii players. Timing's 1, but Jack will actually get that frag. Elite Neat not able to get that full spray down. So this is doable. Bomb still not quite down yet. It is Picklehead finding Jack. Next player going to go down to his frags, and it is going to be Utah Valley U with a big comeback into their bye round.
I kind of really like the fact that the auto director followed or was it not Snazzy, Xanlex walk that way, and then when after they went down, Laverne walked the same exact way, and it followed that exact camera angle again. I'm like, oh, this is cinematic for sure.
Right, but, at least the automatic observer is consistent, right? That's always nice to know.
It's consistently consistent. Is it anything else? No, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, maybe not quite that. Maybe we don't go that far.
So this is, I think this is definitely a good round. This is definitely Utah's to lose here. Yeah, I mean, two AKs versus three AKs, which and one of them's on CT. A little, I think, a little strange there, but we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of presence towards B ramp. Picklehead Aw, he's going to be tested here. He spots one head of a player. Does go down to Felipe with that Mac 10, getting the entry frag. It is going to be Ghosty, though, holding it down with Zanlix. So, man advantage still for Utah Valley U, even though that first frag went the way of Hawaii. Bullseye does going to get the headshot. Will pick up the AK. Is he ready for the double flank, though? Does spot the first player. Is he ready for the second? He's actually is. He's just holding that angle, but so is... Oh my god, okay. Zanlix goes down, but Ghosty is going to pick it up. There was a moment where I thought Bullseye could clutch it, but it is going to be Ghosty, making sure that Utah gets the round advantage.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a really, really good angle to peek from, and I was, 5 HP. I was like, no way. There's no way here. But it worked out for them. Especially...
Yeah.
I mean, and this has to be the first round for double digits in this series. I mean, surely Hawaii does not win this.
Yeah, that's what you think. And Picklehead Aw is going to get that opening frag, which is an important marker. And a huge nade onto the majority of the Hawaii players. Ghosty and Picklehead locking it down. It is just going to be an absolute decimation for the side of Utah Valley. The last player making a lot of noise, but does go down to that frag. And easy ecos for Utah Valley University.
Yeah, I mean, if there's ever an MVP util right there, that frag, I mean... getting one, Picklehead Aw, excuse me, I will say their full name.
Right, yeah.
Getting one is absolutely critical. And then throwing that frag and getting their entire team basically down to 20 apiece. I mean, there's just, you have gun disadvantage and you have the worst health advantage you can get in this game. Yeah, there's just no physical way.
Look at this aggressive play from Zanlix. He's going towards sandbags, right? Elite Neat there to support his teammate. Meanwhile, University of Hawaii nowhere, just kind of waiting on a ramp. Slowly but surely, Shan's gonna look for any players peeking out, but Bullseye's ready for it. You can't dry peek, walk peek Bullseye, right? He's just locked in for this game. And now that's making the rest of Utah Valley U scramble around as University of Hawaii is walking up ramp.
Yeah, definitely. And I think actually kind of a decent play here. They played slow, they waited, and now look at all the util that Utah just doesn't have anymore. Which granted, okay, sure. Oh, getting one through the smoke could be massive, but an instant trade as well. So it's still 4v2. Ooh. And look at this.
Yeah,
Not even
Zanlix
able to get anything.
Yeah, he tried to get a frag. It is going to be Jack pushing the smoke, which with the low health bars of his teammates actually gives Utah Valley U a chance in this retake, even though it's 2v3. You can see that Picklehead Aw and Zanlix are looking for it. Picklehead Aw does go down. Last player was known to be last towards elevator. It is going to be the peak from Zanlix to find one on Bullseye, but Felipe clutching up, getting his 10th frag of the game. We'll make sure Hawaii is staying healthy and competitive.
Healthy, competitive, and yeah, almost coming back in this. And I mean, this is going, if this doesn't go to overtime, I'm actually going to be surprised. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, this is so close. Both these teams are very evenly matched. And Felipe with the op, right? He's proven to be a monster with that weapon. And it is going to be Shan's going very aggressive in the mid. So lots of early duels potentially happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Utah Valley is starting to show just a great util. Yeah, sure, Hawaii's up right now. A great shot there by Felipe. But, okay, just dry peeks into random angles and people go down, I guess, is the story of this round.
Yeah, basically. And we see, good trades coming out for University of Hawaii, right? Making sure that they're keeping the numbers advantage. Picklehead Aw, locking down that B site. But it is University of Hawaii. They love a ramp and they're going to peek it. Felipe secures the kill onto Elite Neat, and that's the go-ahead signal. It is going to be the execute coming out. They are going to check their corners, make sure sandbags is clear. And it is going to be Utah Valley. With Xanlix finding one, getting that frag, making things interesting. Bomb is going to get planted. Picklehead off, finds another. Traded out by Bullseye, and now it's all up to Xanlix. 1v2. Has an idea of where both players are, but can't be too sure. Oh, actually, the bomb didn't go down, so bomb finally can be planted. And now Felipe in sandbags. No utility on Xanlix to clear him out. It's going to be an easy snipe once he peeks out.
One in his name, number one in the game. Finn Wumpe. And never mind, Xanlix just saves. So
yeah, Xanlix, I think he realized it, right? Like, no utility, no molly for sandbags, no flashes to clear out short. And with an op, you might as well save that gun.
Yeah. I mean, no, it is, by all effects, it is the proper thing to do in this game. Is it fun?
Absolutely not.
You know, no.
No, poor Bullseye.
Poor Bullseye. I mean, the op saved, though, so it's going to be at least double ops, not double ops, an op aside, as we're tied. Hey, that rhymed.
Yeah, there we go. Tactical timeout, this time from Utah Valley U. Definitely, I think, warranted. Even though they won't necessarily be able to buy in this round, or if they do buy, it's going to be a little broken up. It's definitely important to talk about, how you approach the eco. How do you make sure that this op gets impact while not just getting completely wasted, and then what you do going into the next buy round when Hawaii is likely going to be on 11.
Likely. I mean, but is it going to be a judicial statement by our
There's no guarantees in this map. Anything can happen.
Side? I mean, Xanlix could be putting down that Marbury versus Madison statement of the century, deciding that this CT side is going to remain firm in their right of judicial overview.
I really appreciate all the legal references. That was good. We'll see if Xanlix can lay down the law going into this round. It is going to be Shands going aggressive with his teammate. Elite Neat was the bait, and Shands is the cleanup, going for more, really wants to get that AK, but Mike is going to punish that greediness. Ghosty and Co. running towards a ramp, trying to defend that site, but University of Hawaii baits him out, is walking up the B side.
Yeah, I mean, and sadly, regardless of the outcome, it is always going to be first past the post with who wins this map, who wins this round. If you are remaining, it doesn't matter how good the other side did, you are going to be winning. A interesting angle held there on Xanlix. And as they execute, a double!
Double kill for Xanlix. That slows down the push. University of Hawaii with Felipe and Bullseye, the 2-star players of the team, trying to make something happen. Bomb's going to go down in the smoke. Felipe is going to try to reposition, but Picoletta is so close, and he is going to get the frag. Headshot goes down. Last player remaining is Bullseye, and it is going to be Picoletta with 2. It is Utah Valley University with the hero op from Xanlix securing 11.
Yeah. I kind of wish they took the shot there. That would have been That would have been a little funny.
Yeah, that would have been pretty good. But they're playing to win. Double op save for Picoletta and Xanlix. And I mean, look at the frags, right? Picoletta 26 and 14, Xanlix 21 and 11. Absolute monstrous performance from both of them. Bullseye, with 25 frags, very respectable. But he doesn't have that second teammate with him up there. It's very difficult for University of Hawaii to get things going when a lot of their players aren't able to get the frags necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of the biggest thing you have to look at here, though, is everyone at least on Hawaii has shown the ability to frag out. It's not necessarily that clutch factor that I think some teams do need more of in order to win these series, but they're at least being able to trade. I think if we switch any of these players on any of these sides, I think we're going to still see the same game, except if we had Piccolo and Xanlix on different sides. Then it would be tragic.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think that's a fair assessment. Elite Neat is going to get 1, gets a second. Felipe going to take him down finally, but the frag grenade actually throws away the rifle. So Felipe, is gonna get it. The bomb planted. Is gonna
Oh,
get a second frag. Switches to the deagle. Spots one. Spots another player. Is getting pushed. It is another round on the board, and it is map point for Utah Valley.
map point and I mean, no, there's still a full buy. So this is really going to be up to Hawaii here. How are they going to be playing this? They had such an incredible comeback. This is their pick too. I think it is important to mention that they are about to lose on their pick.
Yeah, no, that is a big deal. Let's see. I hope they're not thinking about Inferno already, right? Like they have a full buy, they have a good amount of nades, so it's definitely not out of their control yet. But I mean, Utah Valley U, it's making things difficult. Double off setup is so oppressive, and with Zanlix and Picoletta being the ones to hold these rifles, it's very scary for the Hawaii players to peek in front of them.
Exactly, and look at this. Hawaii's starting to just be scared. They're just not taking any space. They're letting space be taken. And okay, Zanlix going down with that is a critical like pick here, but look, they're not even pushing.
Yeah, the smoke just makes them scared. Laren being on the other side of this wall of utility means that Hawaii, they just second guess themselves. They're gonna walk towards B now, but who's waiting for them? It's Picoletta. They say, you know what? Actually, that's where the other off is. Let's just decide to go back to A ramp.
All right, now they rotate towards B again. Okay, they're not. I thought this was gonna be one of those games, but it is. Okay, so they're going slow still, which I guess it's gonna be working out this time because Utah Valley did back up. Oh, but look at the angle.
Yeah, Mikey, does he know he's peeking in right into the waiting crosshair? Oh, spots the head actually. It's just gonna blind peek it. The nade goes back into him. Smoke comes out too. Elite Neat's just gonna spray him down, and unfortunately, just playing really well around utility is the Elite Neat. Bomb is gonna go down. Ghost is gonna get one. Bullseye trades out another. But man advantage Utah Valley U, and all they need is these okay, good frag from Bullseye. So 2v2. 2 frags in the way of Utah Valley to win map 1 and secure it. Creeping up, Bullseye. Star player gets 1. Can he get the second? No, it's Chance. Short player spotted. Taps the bomb. Peeks out, and Laren keeps the hopes of his team alive.
I told you once, and I'll tell you again. I think over time, it is just the way this map has to happen. And by the economy of Utah, I will say this though, Picoletta does have enough for an op.
Yeah, Picoletta, you can think about it for sure, but it does feel like the heart of the cards is going to be overtime. University of Hawaii does have the momentum advantage. It's going to be a fast play into ladder for Shands with the MP9. Not afraid to just go for it. Now, walking with patience, I think he's just ready to go. I think he's just going to peek out, get so many frags. Gets 1. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. Shands not ready for the third. Jack will finally trade it out, but still, main advantage going over to Utah Valley.
Definitely. He played the head and the arms of Exodia. I mean, just almost getting a couple more. And look at this. Picoletta with that op. And University of Hawaii going from probably the best advantage you could have to your down numbers, and Utah Valley is on each side.
Right. Like that's the reason why University of Hawaii wasn't going to B site, was that Picoletta with the op was just locking it down time after time. Bullseye, star player, does find Ghosty, but he's brought down to 34 HP. This is so difficult for him and Jack to do anything when all Utah Valley has to do is sit on site, wait for them to push in. You can see Elite Neat. He's searching. And there might actually be a timing for Jack to get onto A site and push through. We can see that Zanlix is not looking in his direction. If Jack pushes the elevator, this could be really bad for Utah Valley. And yeah, there it is. Jack gets to pick. That's the call made. University of Hawaii, they're going to say, come plant the bomb. But Elite Neat's ready and short. So now it's all Bullseye. Can he find the frag necessary? running in towards short. But no, it's Elite Neat. It's 13-11, and it is Utah Valley University with the victory.
Yeah, I mean, just an absolutely crazy game. I mean, to say the least. I mean, they were up 5-0. It went to 6-6. Hawaii was in the lead for quite a while, and then all of a sudden, Utah just kind of figured it out. They kind of realized what they had to do, and yeah, they took that dub.
Yeah, I mean, congrats to Utah Valley. Very well played map from them, and Hawaii, had some very impactful timeouts. They had some really great rounds that we saw. They kept it close. 13-11 is, nothing to scoff at, but unfortunately for them, couldn't quite get it to overtime, couldn't quite get it to the finish line, and Utah Valley University going up 1-0 in the series. Don't go anywhere. We got Inferno next, the alma mater of CS, right? Like, it's just the best map in the game by far. I think we can both agree with that. So you won't want to miss that. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to EGFC Season 5. We got one more banger of a map after that vertigo between University of Hawaii and Utah Valley University, and it's going to be on Inferno. Zohan, are you excited or what?
I am, and kind of in another, sorry you can't see this fashion. Instead of jumping off the map, because you can't do that on Inferno, they are instead knifing their own teammates. So,
hey,
yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, right? Try to get this knife round over with so we can get into the action. Remind me what teams are on what sides again?
It is Utah Valley on that T side and Hawaii on CT.
All right. So, I mean, Hawaii has potential to go for a strong start. I know a lot of teams prefer CT side on Inferno, which is why Hawaii chose it. And if they can get a nice streak going, that's a good buffer in case it goes again to a very close 13-11 or 12-12 or something like that scoreline.
Definitely. And I think as we enter this game, it's going to be it's the decider. I mean, look, yeah, Utah Valley won that last game, but it was 13-11. Definitely not a stomp by any means.
No, yeah, absolutely not.
Oh,
I think this is still warm up.
Oh,
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. I saw everybody at 16,000. I'm like, okay, I think we just gotta wait a second before we get into the real map. But
hey,
now we're finally in.
That.
Yeah, just take a second to clear that from our minds. And we do see Ghosty with that HE, as well as an upgraded pistol. Pickle et al. It's gonna follow suit. So a little bit of utility for the side of Utah, and then meanwhile, Bullseye and Co. It's all armor all the time.
Yeah, I don't think they know anything but shields. Like,
yeah, no, it's kind of true.
So
you can see on Banana. Yeah, Shans gets one. Jack's gonna trade it out. It is gonna be a quick rush up to the B site. One more player peeking out. Does get dinked as a little present for deciding to try to stop the onslaught of Utah Valley University. Felipe gonna secure a frag for himself. And now Mikey gonna take a little bit of a duel in CT. Felipe gets another. One more frag goes over to Mikey, and Utah gets the first pistol round of Inferno.
Again, because they got the first pistol last time too.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But it's something again. Did you notice Hawaii got the first pick? And that seems to be something they've been doing. They get a pick and then they don't know how to capitalize it. And I mean, I'm not going to try to single any players out. Never mind. I will call Snazzy out for killing the chicken. How dare you, you monster.
right? Like, that's messed up.
Who does that? Oh, a nice. Oh, I thought that nade did a lot more than I thought it did. But regardless, there's a couple peaks.
All right.
Please go
Having a
B.
little fun with it.
Please go.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going B2.
Mikey, I don't know if he's ready for this. The onslaught, the tsunami of Hawaii. It is Ghosty and Co. getting the frag. Laren gonna try to use a molly to make the rest of Hawaii scatter, and he will do so. And with 4 people showing, that is the call to just go towards A site. Shans is gonna get one. Can he get a second? Not quite. Felipe gonna secure the frag through the wall. So Bomb's gonna go down as the rest of Hawaii get a cheeky frag, but it's gonna be tough for them to get anything else.
Maybe. I mean, there's still a little bit of a chance. I mean, look at this. Like 2 players, less than 50% each. But ooh, okay, evening it out. That's gonna be massive. And just like that crosshair. So okay, 2v2. Oh, Picklehead bringing it into a 1v1, and it's AK versus AK.
Oh, Felipe's too clutch, though. He gets the 1, 2, and 3K. A big play from him to make sure that Utah Valley stays up 2-0.
Could you say 1 in his name? And actually, he is
One
number
in
1
his
in this
name.
game. Look at him, 5-0.
There we go.
Oh, we were calling you Finn Wuppe last round, but now we mean it. And so
yeah, I mean, great start for Felipe and a great start for his team. They get to rebuy into the round, an XM and a Galil to match with 3 AKs, but not too bad, not too shabby at all.
Ooh, couple nice frags going out there. I mean, the standard. Oh, let's take banana control. Let's make sure we stay on each side. Great camera angle there as Jack takes that shotgun into apps. Ooh, but gets spotted.
Oh, wow. Ghosty gets a nice cheeky headshot onto Laren. Shans looking to peek out. Is going to do so. Won't quite find a frag. Elite Neat in a battle outside Boiler. And Jack will get the better of him. It is going to be Zanlix trying to get the retrade. But won't quite do it. Full blinded, sprays out. Not able to hit his shots. And so it is going to be Utah Valley keeping it 4-4.
Yeah, keeping it 4-4. And I mean, this is a critical, obviously. I mean, I said it last round, and I mean, the fact that, Utah Valley did win this 3rd round on the last map. Yeah, it was close, but they still won Vertigo. So this is a map this is a round, Hawaii has to try to do well on. And look at this. Now that number disadvantage bomb has been planted, it's going to be a tough retake. And I think they might even just be having the call to save.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You see Zanlix is saying, all right, I'm just going to save my rifle. Ghosty with the XM also walking away. It's just Shans in library trying to get some spray downs, just trying to soften them up to see if they will explode to the bomb, but not really looking to go for an actual frag. And University of Hawaii, they just get stuffed out on the A site, not able to pick up a round for themselves, and their economy is just going to be all over the place going into the next round.
Definitely. Oh, it's going to be a little close, I think, for... Oh, nope, never mind. They got around perfectly. So, yeah, I mean, once again, winning the first 3 rounds, if it's at, like, five rounds, timeout, Hawaii wins 6, I'm going to call, Gaben doing a little plays here. But, man, I don't know. This is a fun series with just how interesting both teams kind of switch off based on their momentum.
Yeah, totally. And I think, University of Hawaii, they find a way to buy into this round, but if they somehow don't win it, they really do need to take one of those very important timeouts that have done so well for them in the first map. A big nade and a nice spray down onto the Elite Neat, bringing him below 50% HP. Mikey getting the opening pick. So Utah Valley with a strong start going into the 4th round.
Yeah, and I mean, just what... It's kind of like the opposite of what we were seeing from Hawaii last round. Is they were playing those, or not last round, last game. They were playing those angles. They were trying to play those smart angles. And I mean, yeah, look, they get 1, but they're still at a number disadvantage. And still, It's 2 rifles in a shotgun against 4 AKs.
We do see that there is one player on site peeking out. Shans does get Laren, is able to go back to second oranges. Unfortunately, not able to get quite out of the way. Bullseye going to pick up another frag for himself. Bomb's going to go down. Felipe with the plant. And it's all up to Xanlix and Piccolette, the 2-star players of last map for Hawaii. But unfortunately, it's just not looking like it's possible into this round. Xanlix will find one. It is a 1v2, but on 36 HP. It's just looking very unlikely that he'll be able to find it. Has to clear out so many angles. We'll have 2 flashes, and the new box player is spotted, but it's just not in his favor. Felipe will secure it. And now I think we should have Hawaii looking for a timeout.
Either this round or next. I mean, this is going to be a save round for, like a complete save round for Hawaii. And I think that's going to be maybe what that off factor is I think they like to do timeouts when, oh, actually, wait, no, they're buying an op.
Yeah, they're going full into it.
They're not doing a timeout. Okay, yeah, I take everything I just said and I'm throwing it down the toilet.
I mean, at least Hawaii's confident, right? Like, they know that, we have money, at least on a couple of our players. Let's use it. Oh, Ghosty gonna go down. Traded out by Chance, so still 4-4. And Banana is gonna be a hot spot. We do see 3 Utah Valley players there, but no rotates coming out of Hawaii just yet.
Definitely, and I mean, a critical factor. Oh, if Xanlix gets one.
Oh, man.
Op gone.
Op gone indeed. Xanlix, the big investment, nothing to show for it. And it's just Utah Valley. Jack does get hit by Picklehead off, but the pace is slowed down. They make University of Hawaii second guess themselves. Rotate comes out from CT, and that's the call maybe to go back to A site. Felipe does hold the smoke out, but I just don't see the commitment coming out of Utah Valley quite yet. And yeah, you can see Elite Need going for a fast rotate. It is Utah Valley hearing this, and that's their sign to just go for it.
Yeah, and actually a great call out. And I think they might know someone is close. Someone's still on site. They didn't hear 2 rotates, and they almost took down their own teammate. But luckily, Felipe gonna be staying alive as it's a 3v2, and surely this has to be either gonna be a University of Hawaii save, or this is gonna be very, very risky for them.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the call is for Elite Need to push up through coffins, try to get a pick. Piccolette train the op onto new box. Know that there's a player waiting there, but there's no need for him to peek, right? Mikey finally going for it when Piccolette is not looking the right direction. Felipe going to secure the round. 5 on the board for Utah Valley University. A great hold by them.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I meant. Look what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna give it for Neat there that they got a great pick, that early pick, but then they kind of staged church. They just waited. They wanted to have Piccolette push up and try to take more space, which you're just not going to be able to do with that op. And I'm really trying to not say operator right now, by the way.
Well, I appreciate that. You can see Utah Valley U, right? They're going aggressive. They know that the strong banana control they get every round makes it really easy for them to just blow open the whole map. Shanzo is able to get a trade back onto Laren, and so man advantage goes the way of Utah Valley. But Jack has something to say on A side. Piccolette with the XM, not able to get that long range frag, and so it is going to be Jack running out onto site. Elite Neat does get the headshot. Can he find the next player? Circling around, Bullseye will find it, and now it's just up to Shans and Xanlix.
Yeah, and this is definitely going to be an A take here. But they're not going for the AKs. That's interesting. They saw AKs down, so they're just going to try to retake with these deagles. Not even going to. Yeah, I mean, look, they don't even have util anymore. It's going to be risky against an op and an AK. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't pick up the rifles and you just have the pistol, making it harder on yourself for sure. Xanlix is going to walk up lane, but it is going to be Bullseye waiting in the wings. Actually goes towards Apps, just looking for that exit frag. Maybe looking to pick up a gun and run away before the bomb explodes, but I don't think Utah Valley is going to give him the chance. Oh, actually picks up an XM at long range, trying to go for the deagle shot too. Can't quite hit the mark, so he is going to go down.
I thought he was waving for a second, and yeah, this is going to be better. This is actually going to be a better start for Utah than the last round, and once again, no timeouts, Which, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
we're just misunderstanding the timeouts. Maybe it was like you get 4 the entire series or something. And,
Oh, I mean,
you
that's
know,
possible.
it's a bit weird, but maybe.
I mean, even if they only get 4, they still have 1 left that they could use.
Oh, that's
So
true. That's true.
it's just they're confident in themselves, right? They know that these rounds are close, right? Maybe always 1 or 2 players from Utah Valley alive, but no more than that. And they're confident that as long as they just change it up a little bit, change their holds, change how they rotate, they have a better chance of winning these rounds.
I do like that they're kind of giving Banana control this time. They're not instantly giving it. Ooh, they're losing. Ow!
Oh,
I mean, I take everything I said back, and even damaging their own teammate. Yeah, I
a
mean,
little bit of tilt.
I'd liked that playing back. It's like it's just like the angles they pick. They're playing like the off angles that you play in rank because people don't expect to check them, and then they're playing in a team setting where everyone's gonna have to check every angle. Like,
Right.
yeah. So unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I think this just kind of goes to show that Utah Valley came prepared, right? This is their map pick. They're on T's side. They have these executes ready to go. They have these
Oh,
set plays, and they're just kind of outplaying University of Hawaii. Even though UH tried to adapt by giving up banana control, they still got a little greedy, tried to peek out from CT and from site, and they got punished for it because Utah Valley, they know that if there's nobody in banana, that there's somebody looking at banana, and they were ready for it.
yeah, agreed. And I mean, also, quite frankly, I mean, you're trying to take. I mean, granted, at the end of the day, M4 can also kill at range just as an AK can, but you're going to be holding. You're going to have less numbers because that's just how it works. When a team executes on a site, they want to try to execute with 5. So it's a potentially 2v5. So why are you standing? Like, why wait? Just try to get something because you want to trade 2. You want to get 1 and get off site. And yeah, tactical timeout. This is what I thought was going to happen about 3 rounds ago, but
Yeah, you and me both. I mean, I think this should have happened quite a while ago. There's plenty of buy rounds that have happened for University of Hawaii where they could have talked shop, could have talked strategy, and it's just unfortunate that they waited this long to ice out, and not even talk strategy, but just to ice out Utah Valley.
exactly. And I mean, at this point, is it going to work? Like, I mean, dipping a hot sword into ice cold water doesn't always work. It is oil for a reason. And so, let people who do that, sometimes it explodes. I don't know where I'm going with this. I thought it was going to be funny. It didn't work out as well. Utah Valley still doing great.
Yeah, exactly. Utah Valley still have a strong start. Shan's actually going aggressive now on banana. Plenty of utility use. Mikey on 11 HP kind of stopped any aggressiveness from Utah Valley. But unfortunately, Shan's just not ready for the smoke to fade. And the punish by Laren is immense. Bullseye goes down to the elite neat at least. Keep the numbers even. But B side is open. Laren spots out another. And it's going to be the bomb going down on B. Oh, actually, wait. Look, we see Jack blanking around. I don't know if
They heard
Hawaii's
him.
ready for this.
Yeah, no, they heard him. He was running, I think. Oh, pickle head. It's gonna be op versus op. We're gonna see who the true champion is.
Oh my god. Felipe. 1 in his name. Can he get 2 kills though? And a little bit of an awkward exchange, and is going to be the elite neat. Finally on the board is University of Hawaii. They're going to defuse the bomb, and they're going to start this comeback, which happened right after a timeout.
They did win 1 round. They have one round, which is the only parallel between this and the last game, because this is definitely. I mean, regardless, this is now going to be a Utah win half. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a T side getting 7 on Inferno. People pick CT on this map for a reason, and this is just I mean, yeah, it's not like 11 and 14 when we saw FaZe and Astralis or something, but like you can't even get that anymore.
Yeah,
But
that's true, right?
that's a good chance. That's a good start.
That's a very good start. Felipe on the op, not quite able to get on the angle. It is going to be a spray down from Shans as well. Big nade comes out, but it is just a spray through the smoke. So Hawaii with a great advantage to start out the round. Jack does get a frag, but he's only on 4 HP now. It's going to be interesting to see where Utah decides to execute. All right,
Oh,
that's a good frag.
that I mean, I think that has to be the nail in the metaphorical round coffin. Or is it? I mean, I guess you could say that.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh, if
Pickle
they
that
get
off just
elite nade
kind of.
hither. Wait,
Oh wow, what a molly! What a bunch of flames to go down. An elite neat with a great molly stops both players in their tracks and makes for an easy spray down.
that they went out in a blaze of glory. I don't know if they intended for it, but they did it.
And
You
that's
know,
a full save.
that's interesting. Oh, okay, there's the deagles.
Yeah, okay. So they get some upgraded pistols, right? They have a couple loss bonus to play with, but it's, not the buy that you'd like to see if you're Utah Valley. They want to secure this lead. They'd love for this MR13 to work in their favor, get 8 or 9 on the board, but it's going to be tough for them to do it. There's no banana presence at all this round, which is a big switch up.
Definitely. And yeah, I'm wondering, okay, they're definitely going to have to notice this. Yeah, so they're rotating a little faster cuz look, they're deep down banana. They have no evidence of basically anything. In Utah Valley, I think having a great play for something Hawaii did earlier, but Hawaii's learned they're staying back. They're letting them push into the better weaponry and ooh, pickle head off.
Oh, what a
Oh,
great angle. Oh, he's going to get pushed though. Not quite able to get retraded out before the molly blooms. Jack going to take a fight on banana. And it is going to be Utah Valley U. They just have to bide their time again, right? They're going to peek out into the elite neat. Zanlix is going to get an easy frag on a Felipe. And this eco just doesn't go the way that Utah Valley would have wanted.
yeah. I mean, I definitely think there was, a lucky shots that I think maybe could have gone if Utah Valley's way. Yeah, this is going to turn on its head, but that's what happens. It's always a chance. And I mean, I'm going to be a little Utah Valley is just okay. They're just oh, okay, and there it is.
Yeah, I
So
mean, they just need
yeah,
to make sure that they died before the timer ended so that they get their full loss bonus. So just want to make sure that, Utah Valley was forced to kill them.
exactly, and so okay, well 7-3. I think if Utah gets one more, which is very doable this round, very very good half for them. If Hawaii comes back 5-7, bare minimum of what I think a good comeback in this series would look like.
Yeah, I think I agree with you too. One thing I want to point out is that Elite Neat has absolutely shown up this round.
Oh,
Oh my god, what a molly, what a nade, what a spray down from Shans and Ghost. A great duo holding that banana. I think they kind of figured out Utah Valley U's game plan. That was a full buy for the T side, and they just get stuffed up.
yeah, and I mean, I think this is kind of where it comes down to is Utah Valley loves to execute. They really like to execute. And then Hawaii gets back a little bit. They start to get a couple plays, they start to get a couple kills, and then it turns into a couple rounds, and then Utah Valley just stops. They try to set up, they push a little bit of space, not enough. And I mean, yeah, I mean, look at that. It's kind of like the same thing as Jack pushes slow walks with a shotgun when 3 rounds ago, 4 rounds ago, he would have just ran up there, and it just all I can say.
Yeah, I mean the timeout iced them out, right? Utah Valley, they lost their confidence, they lost their momentum, and Hawaii has been capitalizing, right? The final round going in, it is going to be Utah Valley with very interesting buy, lots of SMGs, one Galil, and this is Hawaii's round to lose going into the second half.
100%. And I still am going to try to get a good sword forging joke in at some point, but we'll see how that goes.
It'll come to you. I
It
believe in
will
you.
come. I mean, I think I almost had it there, but you know. So okay, it is gonna be the banana plate. But look, this is what I mean. Is this is what they should be doing? They should be pushing aggressive. They get one. Can they get two? No. And oh, they just walk into all the sprays in a double kill each, and Lovren is the last alive.
Yeah, great sprays from Ghosts and Elite Neat. Hold down the fort. They had 3 players towards B. Exactly what University of Hawaii needed to do. Read Utah like a book, knew that they were broke, and punished accordingly. It is Laren, just stuck in that corner. Elite Neat, crosshair trained. Actually does get the frag, but traded out immediately. And Hawaii, timeout came a little bit later than we'd probably like, but 5 in a row to close out the first half.
Definitely. And I mean, as I said earlier, though, that's still kind of the bare minimum. Now you're going to be going on to a CT sided. You go on the CT sided. How do I want to say this? You are on a CT sided map. This is Utah's pick. And now they're CT.
Yep. Good luck.
I get whatever. I guess that worked how I said it. But yeah, I think this is what they planned for. This is what they want to do. Also, okay, I'm gonna comment on this. This is the first time they've bought any Utah any grenades in a pistol round.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Felipe has the HE, throws it down. I believe that was Banana.
That is the first Utah they have had all series in a pistol round.
Yeah, and I mean it doesn't hit anybody, but they did buy it. There was some sort of strategy, some sort of reasoning happening on their CT side of map pick pistol round. And now the rotates are coming out.
Yeah, a lot of rotates. But I mean, but look how well read this has been by Utah so far. 3 on A. Ooh, okay, so how is this going to be working? So a smoke does come out, and a couple nice shots, but Bullseye getting the critical kill there. And these site players are still not dead. And Mikey gets one!
Wow. He gets another. Mikey popping off with these headshots. He gets another, and it's going to be the ace. Oh, no. It's a 4K. Never mind. Sorry. I got too excited.
Mikey was on 6 HP. What a travesty, I think, there by Hawaii. I mean, they had the numbers. They had the util even.
Yeah. I mean, it's just really clean shots, right? That's the problem with buying only armor on T side, is that you're going to get headshot anyway by the USB. You're going to go down, and Mikey, it doesn't matter how much HP you have. As long as you're not dead, you can still hit those shots.
Definitely. And I mean, this is just a buy round and a half. Mikey gets one. Can Mikey get another one? Oh, actually, excuse me, that's Laverne. I thought that was Mikey. Oh, and they're going.
This is going to be easy cleanup for Jack. Yep, there's another. There's a second. Traded out, but Laren with the 3rd kill of their round. And easy bonus for Utah Valley, or easy eco, excuse me, for Utah Valley. And now this is their bonus round.
It is, and definitely, I mean, kind of like a similar situation of what we had on the last game. Is this is a round Hawaii has to win. I'm really kind of if, especially now. I mean, the last time I said that, it was like 7-9. And I thought 7-10 was going to be a little hard. 5-10, especially the fact that Utah's been having these clutch rounds. They've been having these clutch plays. This is where it's really going to come down to the wire. It's Jack with the shotgun
Jack
again.
hears this.
Oh,
okay. Good play from Chance. Gets the better of the XM. Now slowing it down. You can see that University of Hawaii, they're more than happy to just sit base mid and wait for the right time to start executing.
Last time we saw that, though, I mean, that pistol round running into Mikey was just kind of an absolute crazy play there. Mikey is still holding. Okay, so Mikey seems to be who their B player is. He's always going to be anchor. Yeah, he's going to be their anchor. He's going to be their. I work in marine electronics. I don't want to use boat terms. I talk.
That's so fair. Don't want to think about work at all.
Like I don't want to say anchor anymore. I don't even work with anchors, but it's related, Anyway.
Yeah, it's close enough. I totally get you.
And so, okay. So the execute is going to be happening, though.
Yeah, we do see Mikey under pressure. Does have to reposition towards Coffins, which is going to get smoked out. So he has no access to sight. Bullseye is going to get sprayed through the smoke by Xanlix. And Mikey not quite able to get the spray in time. Trying to go for more. Will get a little bit of damage, but nothing notable. Shan's on the back line. Will get 2 frags for himself. And now it's all up to Mikey. Just cannot stand up to the pressure. And Hawaii, it was their round to win, and they do so.
It was their round. It was their round to win, and they did win it. But I do want to let Utah know that they are still enough at the end of the day.
Right. Don't sell yourself short, Kings.
I mean, a respectable. I mean, they are forcing, but honestly, from what we've seen from Utah Valley, I think this is still a very scary buy. This still has a huge chance to turn any bit of this round around. But Bullseye getting caught out there, but still gets one.
Oh my god.
Oh
yeah. Double Molly going his way into window, and he still gets one, like very respectable. But that is one of the very important, very expensive rifles that Utah Valley were able to buy, now gone. So a little bit awkward. I don't think that any one of his teammates are going to be able to collect it. And we do see it.
Look, Apps is clear now.
Okay, yeah, no, Jack can go for it. Fnipe with the PP Bison might be under pressure though.
Number 1 in his name. Number 1 in the game. Ooh, what is going to be the play here? Okay, so they're... Oh, but Jack doesn't go for it, but Jack still gets a kill anyway?
And he sees the bomb.
What?
Oh my god, okay.
What?
Jack with a second 5-7 kill finally goes up to the AK, finally gets traded out. Xanlix in base mid will find one. Repeat comes out, does get headshot, 18 HP, but not dead quite yet, and it's all up to Mikey. He is hurt in underpass. Or sorry, that was one of the T's. But Mikey, he is running towards B. Knows that this is where the round's going to end up. Xanlix going to reposition towards Church. Can Mikey get the clutch he needs for his team to get to double digits? Bomb plane's going to go down. Spotted out. Mikey going for the molly in the fountain.
Oh.
And he tries to line up the shot, but can't quite hit it.
All right, well, hey, 7-9. This is definitely a lot more winnable, especially that Utah force there. That's, I mean, no ifs or buts about that. Like, I don't know why I'm trying to talk like a boomer who's trying to, like, pull his pants up. Like, there's no ifs or buts about that, kiddo.
Trying to take us back to like 80s sports commentary here.
Oh, welcome back, everyone, to another game of EGFH. I'm Zohan, joined by the wonderful, wonderful Jacob here, as we're watching these terrorists throw weapons down banana, throwing, and once again, the quad stack of Utah Valley coming out.
Yeah, Utah Valley taking something out of Hawaii's playbook, right? They're just saying, we know we're on a full save. That was a great cast, by the way. I really appreciated that.
Well, thank you.
And they're just saying, you know what? As long as we can get one with all our USPs, we're happy.
Indeed, that, buddy. Back in 1942, this was in fact the tactic of the British at the Battle of the... I don't actually know what fights did... Wait, what's
That's a good question.
What was that?
You're Gettysburg?
Did you just say the British fought at Gettysburg?
That was a Civil War. Oh my god, that was something else.
Clip that.
Okay.
Hey.
You know what? History was not my favorite subject in school, and it shows.
Anyway. So, okay. Everyone running into Stalex, getting to 4v2. But they have an AK. Yeah, I still think Hawaii wins this.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much locked in for Hawaii. Laren is able to pick up that AK, which will help out with the buy because Jack did force last round. So should be Utah Valley, all 5 of their members being able to get a rifle in their hands at least. And even though Shans and Co are on the hunt, it probably is going to be Utah Valley just able to successfully save.
As we hunt into the wild, Lyran holding into the bushes, waiting for the T side to try to push them in their own spawn. Is it going to be able to get anything? Is it going to be sneaky enough? Oh, they're trying to clear it, but he shoots.
Oh no, no, he shot. Why did
Oh,
he shoot?
no. Oh.
I hate to see it.
I was even going for a cool little funny accent.
I know, that was good. No, you have some good impressions and accents,
Thank
but
you.
Laren kind of let you down there.
I kind of not though. I kind of liked it. That's kind of one of those, like, you know, you see one in the wild and you're like, ooh, they're pushing up onto the little doe there, and then the doe like drop kicks a wolf or something. So I'm so sorry, everyone watching this at home. Anyway, a couple of you volleys there. It's interesting. I find it really interesting how early Hawaii throws their mollies. Like, they never really hold on to them. It's always immediate sight, like immediate space taking.
Yeah, I kind of like it, right? They know that they want to get early mid control. They're more than happy to spend a lot of important utility to get it. They force Felipe to kind of just push out blind and gets punished for it by Shans and Co. Laren on the side of Graveyard will get one, but goes down eventually. Jack will actually get two with his trusty shotgun, traded out by Picklehead Aw. Zanlex is aware that there's a player close by, but not aware enough, as Mikey will find one. Bullseye will try to get the other. Here's the drop in the pit. Picklehead Aw is stuck reloading. Utah Valley claps back double digits.
Double digits indeed. And yeah, definitely, like, as we said before, and like, look at that, Mikey picking up that operator, giving it to Felipe, and like, I mean, this is where it's gonna be interesting. If Hawaii wins this, their eco's okay. If they lose this, I mean, their loss bonus is basically reset at this point. And I mean, what are they gonna be doing? They have to do at least decently well this round, I think, in order to not have like a series point option.
Absolutely.
Oh,
See that Zanlex just eats that nade. Mikey's just gonna peek out. No trades come out actually from Zanlex. He's stuck firing against the other player, Bullseye, who finds a second frag as well. And so University of Hawaii, with on a very important buy round, will get the frag grenade kill, but not much else.
Yeah, not much else indeed. And especially, I mean, the fact that, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be pushing onto an A site that has an op, 2 rifles, and you're revealing what you're doing. Yeah, so Felipe with, I think, a very obvious shot. In Elite Nest, I mean, who, by the way, I do agree with you, is absolutely insane this game. I mean, going from like 3, I think they were 5 and like 12 at the end, because they did get 2 kills that last round.
Right.
Or Elite Neat. Are we on the wrong teams right now?
I think we got it.
I think we got it. Anyway,
yeah.
Elite Neat doing very well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the problem is that even though there is that 1-star player in Elite Neat, Utah Valley, all 5 of their players are fragging, right? They're all at double-digit kills at this point. They're all holding down their sights, going for those aggressive plays when they need to. Felipe getting a great frag before the player can sneak away from a second on Picklehead Aw. Can he get a third? It's looking likely, and he does so. Another frag for him. One gets passed into CT, but still in a really bad position. Laren will clean up, and now it's just Shans, who only has the Tech 9.
But what they did do is they did push. They ran through the fire. They pushed onto very empty B side where bomb is in.
B side with nobody on it.
They don't even have bomb. Yeah, they don't even have bomb.
No, yeah, bomb is top mid. They're just alone with their Tech 9 down banana, and there's an op staring right at their face. Actually finds the timing to get the op off the angle, but not much else.
Yeah, I think at this point they're pretty much trapped, especially as Jack walks in, and they do get one.
Yeah, heroics, but Mikey's there.
And series point. I mean, and I'm gonna hold a. Okay, so they can buy now. But I mean, I kind of agree with you what you said earlier about the fact that Utah just has. They just know what to do, and especially look at this, a double op coming up.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard to push. Mikey and Felipe have proven to be monsters this series. Utah Valley, a commanding 4-round lead, and University of Hawaii, they've just been stuffed up for these last few rounds. Fast B execute, and it is Mikey there to receive. One frag going over to him, a big nade going down, a molly to flush out that last player of Ghosty, and B-Site and Banana are locked down.
Yeah, basically. And it's one player left who does get one.
Yeah, that
And
is Elite
that's
Neat
gonna be
getting
it.
one. And that's it. It is a 2-0 for Utah Valley University. They had a really close game 1 and a really solid, amazing, destructive game 2. Okay, so Mikey, right? But that's it. Yeah, if we could get them on and talk about their insight going through navigating the time limits of Hawaii and Vertigo, and then the domination on both T and CT on Inferno, it would be very cool to just kind of hear that insight. They had a great game, as you said. 5 team members, none of them the star necessarily, all playing very well individually, and just setting their teammates up, right? We see Mikey with that op, even in that last round, plenty of nades from his teammates raining down a Banana to make sure that he can get those important frags. And it just made it so hard for that star player, Elite Neat, to get anything going, even though he was fragging out.
Exactly. And I would definitely like to see if any of those star Utah players would like to talk to us. So we're going to be going to a short break to see if we can set up an interview, but don't go anywhere. The wrap up of this wonderful week of EGFC is going to be soon.